I was a what I would call a competitive runner through grade 6 to grade 12.
Did you run track?
Yes. Yeah.
Not cross country, track.
Oh yeah, I ran all year round. I got stress fractures across my feet, and I was trying to qualify for the Easterns, and so you basically can't run when you have cracks along your feet, because it was really hard to come back after. That was my goal for years, was to qualify for the Easterns. We used to train pretty hard. Yeah. Wow. I was a half miler, and I ran the what's called the anchor of the 4x400. Wow. I hated cross country, but you had to do it to stay in shape. I wasn't that good at that. When I went to college, I just didn't really want to be on the team. But then I just started getting in shape by, I would run 5 miles a day and 10 miles on Sundays. Just running, relaxed running. What we used to call in high school LSD, long, slow distance. It was just comfortable. And I helped start the women's crew team at college. And I did that for a year. I took them out on runs to get in shape and run up and down stairs and everything. But by the end of that year, I was in shape. And the coach came to me and said, "Do you want to run? It'll be your last year of qualifying." So I trained the summer before my senior year, and on a Sunday when I was about to go on a cross-country race, I was doing a sort of pick-up speed kind of thing on Riverside Drive in New York City, and I had a kind of freak accident. I took a flip, and I tore everything in my right ankle, and I split my palm when I fell. So I was, it was horrible. A new trainer was given to me, basically, and I, instead of having an operation, I worked on it 3 times a day. I had to be in a wheelchair because I couldn't use the crutches because my hand was stitched up. So, and I couldn't push the wheelchair. It took, I don't know, till I graduated for it to get better. It still cracks and everything. My right side of my lower back started to hurt. It was just like a twinge, and I think it was 23, and it's never stopped hurting since. That actually was arthritis all this time. So if I try to run, I get like shooting pains up because, well, my bones are crumbling on my right side of my back. So yeah, no real running.
Do you miss it?
I miss it because to me it was a very calming thing. It was very focused. It was easy. I would run 8 miles in an hour, which I gather is a very fast pace. I didn't know that then. One day I went out for a run and I just kept going and going and going when I was in high school. And Sundays we were just supposed to run. And I mapped it afterwards and it was 23 miles. That's crazy. But it was like a calming thing for me. I just liked, I didn't have any, it wasn't difficult. Maybe because I started when I was 11. But yes, I miss it when I see people running. Not the ones that are belabored, but the ones that are just calmly running along. I get a memory. Yeah. But it hurts too much to run. I had an accident 3 years ago. Another kind of freak accident. And I fell onto cement. And I cracked the top of my femur. I broke my hip, basically. It was just like hitting it wrong, cracking it. And I have 3 5-inch pins in my hip. And it seems to be fine, except when it's cold. So it's like, I don't know, the metal freezes, I don't know. Feels like it, at least. And so walking is very helpful. I have to keep moving it. You can zone out. That's what I like about that, about running and walking too. I mean, you can actually think through a project. You know, if you're, I don't know, playing a sport, because I did that when I was a little kid. You can't do that. You're going to get hit in the head with a softball. I like that. I can walk through ideas and, or I don't know, just look at the leaves or something. You don't have to even do that. But for me, it's very, I keep saying calming. And I know there's all that endorphin business. I don't think you get that with walking. Up until I was bedridden for this hip thing, I had really not taken off from doing any totally no exercise since I think I started ballet when I was 4. I'd always done some kind of, I didn't call it exercise, I call it doing sports, even though I was doing ballet. I just wanted to wear the costumes and those tap shoes. And then I started, the typical thing. Oh, gymnastics and softball and basketball. And then I found what I really like to do. So I never called it doing exercise. I like the pushing of your body too. Being strong, feeling strong. I like that. I don't think walking does that. Unless I'm hiking. Then that does it. I think the way people run now is very different than the way they did when I was younger in the late 70s and 80s. It was no pain, no gain kind of era. And we were just told to run right through everything. I ice my knees every day. I think running is better for taking care of your body. Everybody doesn't have to do a marathon.